Spectrum on that bullshit, bro. Like just randomly shutting shit off. Let me get out of here. We're gonna go straight to the practice mode. I'm gonna kind of show you everything that's kind of floating around my mind right now. This formation can help you seal drives. You know, it's going to basically keep you in games. Like if you make mistakes or whatever, you get down early and you're playing, you know, against the momentum. This formation is going to help you kind of, you know, establish control and kind of get back into the game. Okay, so I'm going to show you the schemes and everything, the full breakdown. Not what you can do, but I'm going to show you what you will do in situations to definitely be able to kind of control and dictate the pace of the game. So as you can see, we go with the NFL Live playbooks because it's 2023, 2024. You know, we shouldn't be running fucking custom playbooks no more, guys. Okay? So everything that you're going to do is basically just going to be straightforward. So we're going to go into the formation. Now, I run and pass out of this formation a lot. So there's a couple of things that you possibly could do in that regard. I'm just trying to make sure because I don't think I have any other backup guards. And I don't want to use a half-ass over there at tackle. But just kind of get into it. I'm just going to keep the line that I have just so I can show you guys what we're working on. All right, so one of the first things that I like, if I know that I'm passing, I'm going to put my number one receiver as the bunch receiver. If I know that I'm running, I'm going to make sure my number two receiver is the bunch receiver. Okay, that's the first thing that you'll want to go ahead and establish. We're going to kind of go over some of the motions that I'm going to give you guys so that you guys can understand what it is we're trying to do. Okay, so I'm just going to go random play. All right, motion one. If you're running like, let's say, the zone split, most of these counter traps or in rounds or, you know, pitch plays, the main thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you establish the point of attack. So you have to make sure there's a double team on the field. If not, you know, you're not telling, you know, some of your linemen that might have low awareness who they need to be blocking or help assisting on their blocks. So usually your run, wherever the running back is going, is where you need to make sure that double team is. Okay? So motion one, we notice in this formation that they have a defensive end on the outside and a wide nine look. So he needs to be blocked or chip blocked or something because that tight end's not necessarily going to get out to that point fast enough. And sometimes runs can be disrupted, especially if they need time to develop. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you guys the first motion that's going to be utilized in this offense, how we're going to use it in the run, and then open it up into the pass. Okay? So the first motion, we're going to bring him over, and then as soon as he passes that tackle, he's going to slow down a little bit, and you're going to be able to kind of just go through there. Now, sometimes you can time it real good to where you can kind of get it where he goes straight into the chip. So the motion will be right there. Right there. He gets the chip block. And that's going to be one of the first motions that you need to, you know, incorporate into running this. So just kind of get your reps in. Bring them over there so you can get a chip block. Look at there. Okay. Now, I'm just kind of run it a few more times. Always look for the defensive end so we can get that chip block. You're not going to get necessarily always a lot of yards, but the main thing is you want to make sure you're always going forward. So we get the run, get the chip block on the defensive end, and be able to go ahead and push forward for easy yards to gain. So that's going to be your first motion. Now, what are we going to be able to do off of that motion that is going to kind of keep the defense honest, keep them from run committing, keep them from changing certain defensive formations into an unfavorable one for us. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to try to do the same motion, but we're going to incorporate some passes into the scheme that's going to basically make it a little bit more frustrating. So there's two pass plays that I like specifically that we're going to try to work with here. So we have number one is going to be the dig return. So we're going to kind of lab with it a little bit. And now if I'm not mistaken, now if I motion this out, it just becomes like a whip, right? A short whip to the outside. It's not necessarily, great. So that's not what you want, right? So I'm going to show you something. You want that whip route to stay that same depth, okay? So what you're going to do, what I like to do, is give me an out route. And then we're going to motion him. And he should get like a foot plant that's going to kind of bug out. And he's going to get that little China route. It's going to force the coverages to play over the top of him. As long as you have, so I could go to like an out route and a smart out route so I can clear out if that's what I want to do. He's going to get that foot plant and then he's going to come around. You might have to put your slide protection with it, but like I said, if we're selling the run pretty good, if we're selling the run pretty good, these plays should be very, very effective. So he's going to sit right there. And you're just going to China it under. Now, depending on your offensive line, a couple of other things that I would do is I would probably smart route, 2 out routes. Now, that's probably going to be your go-to because you want to get a good clear out. There we go. Good clear out for the middle of the field. So that's what you're going to be doing. So one more time, it's going to be 2 out routes. And have 2 flats, and then you check down to the middle. So everything we're doing is going to be feeding off of the run. And then you're just going to get a nice little clear out in the middle of the field to attack. Okay? So now we've got that much established. Let's go into another pass play. So the other one is going to be the drive. Now, what are we going to do in the drive is going to make it pretty much the same thing as what we want. I'm probably either I'm going to go with a flat route here. I'm thinking either a flat or a zig. I'm thinking the flat because then I know I'm going to get that solid quick read to the flat. Now the only thing is I can see how that dig route opens up a little bit in the middle. That could be your primary check down if you want to run the flat. So let's try that again. And we're just going to be looking for the dig route. And there's the dig. So doing this is going to give you room to attack the middle of the field if they don't respect you, or if they want to play the middle of the field, you're going to get these check down routes to the flats. Or the seam flats there, I guess. I should have put it to the running back. But I just feel like that flat's better than the drag route. And then just got to get with it. You're probably going to need to make sure you use your slide protect and your double team and your ID. Make sure you do that. Anytime you pass under center, please make sure you do that, because if you don't, it's not going to be fun. So you motion them over. Just gotta get your reps in, really. I'm gonna try the zig. I'm trying to think. I could probably go zig or hitch. Let's see the zig. Probably might let him set his feet. I think that would be the best option. Just let him set his feet. So I missed R1. That's my fault. Before I give him a hitch, let me see if that one works. It's always going to just kind of check with it a little bit. Or I could run the drag to the others. No, I could run. What? I could probably run a deep out. So I could probably go like an in route, and then just have him clear out, and then just have Moreau. I did not mean to do that. So I think that would probably, or just an out route. I think, well, a simple in route becomes an out route when you motion. I think that'll be better. Let him set his feet because he delays if you motion hike him. You really just want him out there to kind of clear out. So let's do that again. Really just kind of watch. So it's tight in. Missed him on that read. Alright, so I probably won't use that, you know, for this play, but I think the other play was fine. Just kind of sometimes you see your lab work. You want to make sure everything's working accordingly. I think what I'm going to do here is just run the out route from the slot and then have the two verts at the seam. See what we can create here. Nothing there. Let's see. I could probably just run the seam and then just catch the tight end, maybe. Probably just run that against cover 2, really. I don't know. Can I still motion him in? No. And I like this play too. I don't know about this formation though. Probably just go. Let him clear out. Yeah, that's better. Clear out for the running back. Really just depends. I'll probably just be better off running the quick out route. Let him clear out. Let him pull that curl flat or seam flat down. So it's tough sometimes. Probably have to slide protect to that side. Let's see. Or just run a straight flat, maybe. And then just have him go vertical. Yeah, yeah. Okay. We just kind of slow it down real quick. Make sure that the flat and the check release route aren't too close to each other. Okay, so the flat, yeah, I like that. He clears out a little bit better than that out route would. So let's do that again. Let's just give him a flat. I don't know if I can motion. If I motion him, does he still play that flat? No, okay. So I got a high read. So I could probably just run a dig to the inside. So read off that tight end. Oh my God, look at that tight end. Oh my God. All right, we on to something, fellas. So that might be the read that we're going to do. So it's going to be flat. Give him a smart out route. And then motion want to say motion hike it because then it'll give you time to read. Probably should throw it to the tight end. Probably use it on short yard situation. Probably just, let's see. I want to say like that. There, it's just these random plays. It's like they're designing and kind of fuck with you a little bit, but we're gonna do it. Or I could go fade up the middle and then just do the drag like that, or just give him a zig out. You just let him be the check down. Yeah, that'll probably be the best setup. I want to make sure I get all the right setups for you guys so that you guys can understand. You know, we labbing it up. So it'll be dig the receiver that's already planted, and then you can motion him, and then give me that. So it'll be flat. Check the flat. And then you got the, there we go. That's what I want. You want to be able to attack the middle of the field. You know, kind of keep users honest, if you will. You know, so take that route, look at a dig, make it a zig, make it a flat. He's going to get him over. It's going to clear out. Both of them routes, the zig and the dig, were both open. It's just a pass rush. Practice mode is just a little bit more aggressive than you would want, but you know, we'll work with it. So he gets right there. And you just hit the dig and cross the middle. So that's going to be your setup. Yeah, I was fucking with the match principles in this. Like, they brought the cover 2 carry back, bro. I do it with the mana line, though. Like, I was fucking with it the last game that I was playing. I was beating dude, and then fucking Spectrum decided, oh, let's reset everybody's internet. Like, bro, come on, Madden. Like, come on. Y'all can't be doing it. Y'all can't be serious. I'm in a ranked game. Like, you gonna reset my internet? Like, come on now. I was, like, mad. Like, bro. So I could, like I said, I could go flat. Got the check down. It's an option, okay? So that's going to be, that play is probably not going to be your go-to play to use. I mean, because especially if they line out wide, like I said, you're mainly going to be using this formation to run. But if you can kind of squeeze some passes out of it, you're going to be okay. So the dig return, we went over that. Obviously, I'm just going to go recalibrate. I don't know why I did that. I went L3, random play. So what I did was, I think I went flat, because he's further out, so he needs to be running the flat. And then I need to be running an out route, just like that. And you motion him across, he should have a clear out. Just off that setup. Just watch the middle of the field, look at the clear out. Just pass it underneath. It's going to be your nice little underneath go-to check down, easy first downs. Like I said, if they want to come out in stupid formations like this, how they say, man, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Let me set my audibles. Your audibles, obviously 2 are already going to be set if you're using the live playbook. Your inside zone you're going to keep, and the PA fork shot you're going to keep. The ones you're going to change is the spacing switch. You're going to put your counter, and the 4 verts is you're going to basically kind of play around with between drive and dig return. So you can alternate those based off of how you're feeling. Dig return is going to be more of a medium pass concept, whereas drive you're going to be going a little bit deeper. Okay, so just kind of emphasize and think about stuff like that. Okay, but we'll probably just go with the dig return. kind of show you guys where we're at. Drive. Just go random play because you never know what people like to run. So like I said, if I run this, I can run the dig and just give him like a flat and give him a flat. And that dig should be our clear out. For some odd reason, the pass rush is going to be a little bit more aggressive when you're running this because deep passes tend to take a little bit longer. So what I would probably do if I were you guys, if like the first down, if you get like 3 or 4 yards, then use this. Don't use it when it's like 1st and 10. You know, maybe that could probably help you guys. I'll go into a game after this, and we'll go and try to lab into that. But definitely just get your check downs and kind of keep it clean. All right, so that's pretty much going to cover most of everything that I like to do out of here. Obviously, y'all know if I get a cover 2 look, I got the PA fork. I like the counter. Inside zone is good, like if you're playing zone users that, you know, aren't biting on the zone split. And you can do the same thing with them. Like you can motion him out, in or out. Is the only motions you're going to do is this receiver right here. Okay? You're not going to move anybody else. It's just really just this receiver. I don't even think I can move that tight end out wide if I wanted to. Let me see. Actually, I can't. Okay, so now we got a trips. That we might lab some stuff with that. But look at this. Look at the run blocks. Now that I know I can do that motion, now I want to try some shit. I want to fuck around and find out some stuff. Let me see, man. Hold up. Fuck. Let me go. Let me find some plays. Fuck it. Now I know I can motion him out. Now I want to see what I got. All right. So the tight end angle would be good. Four verts, maybe? No. I feel like the tight end angle probably be like the only play good for it. Because you got a drive concept. Yeah, alright, so tight end angle and any run would be good for that. Because see, what's going to happen is you're going to get him outside the box on that angle. He's going to go to the slant. That's fine, though. That's what you're trying to do anyway. Ooh, look at that. Get your big tight end out in space. See, it used to be you motion them across, you get like zig routes and shit, but I guess they changed that with like a further update. I mean, I'm fine with that, so all I gotta do now is just send a vertical over there for clear out, and then I can read Moreau. And I can read. I really want to. I can't motion him. I know I could. I think if I'm not mistaken, I can motion. Yeah, I can motion him for better pass protection. If I want to keep that angle route. That's really all that motion right there is good for is pass protection. But Jacobs has an ability. So that means he can run his block release hook. He can do it just like that. So if you don't do nothing, he's going to come out of the backfield and he's going to be right there. See, I could probably just run it right here. That's how fucking random plays do you, man. They be waiting for you. Dude, you do that little check down. A little running back check down is goated, man. I ain't gonna lie about that. But I think for the most part, as everything as a whole, you have your counter run, and you can do your counter run this way with a chip block. And he'll pick up the DB with just double checking everything, make sure he's gonna bring another body over there. That's the only thing I hate. So if I did that, I would need a counter run that I could flip. I don't think I can flip counter Y. Actually, I can. Okay. So I motion him over. And then okay. Alright. I was thinking I couldn't flip that one. So now we got a run that we can flip if I want to utilize that motion. And I know if I motion him left, I'm not going to have strength of the box anymore, right? So if I motion him over, he's going to bring another body over there. I don't want that. Okay, so what I got to do, if he's going to bring another body over there, that's going to make the other side weak. So we can get the strength of the formation either way as long as we don't motion. Notice how we get green on both sides? So if we motion him over, he brings a body. We get the chip block. And we can just, it runs more like a trap when you run it flipped. Whereas the other way, it takes a little bit longer, I think. It takes longer to develop. But I feel like it runs faster to the right with a right-hand quarterback. But you're still going to run it either way. But just kind of watch. Look how much faster that handoff animation is when you run it flip to the right. I don't know if I can run zone split flip. Let me see if I can run zone split flip. I don't think I can. Yeah, you can't run zone split flip. So zone split is pretty much wherever you're going. I think I like counter over zone split because counter almost runs like zone split when you run it flip. So all you got to do, like I said, is just get that other DB out the equation. Try to follow your blocks. That was zone, so you can't run zone splits versus zone. So you know he's coming down to the box. Thinking I'm motioning the tight end over so he can get that chip block. That's what he does. He gets the chip block in zone split. And he's supposed to get the chip lead on the counter. What if I motion him out over here? And then he just lead blocks up. Let's see if that works. Gotta go look and see. I don't think he picked anybody up. Kind of watch and see if he's making an attempt. He does go upfield. Parham does a great job picking his guy up, but he didn't do anything with him. Receiver goes up the field. He didn't even pick nobody up. Let's see if I run zone split with him out over there. Does he pick anyone? I'll probably have to chip block right here. Let's see if I can do that. Now he running in my way. No, I can't do that. So I could probably just run regular, like, if I don't run any motions. I think that counter wide would be solid. Just want to make sure the other side that I run it to, I'm going to have strength of the formation. But just when you run it to the right, it's more like a trap run. Whereas to the left, like I say, if I run it to the left, usually I don't want to bring another body over there. I'll just motion him out because I need that to develop. But if I'm running counter this way, I'm trying to see, he's got to be a chip block. Bring the receiver, he's going to take the linebacker out of the equation. There you go. And that's pretty much what you're going to be running with, like the zone split. The zone is good if you know how not to hit turbo, or if you have like a good center or something. I don't have a great center. I'm debating on which subs I want to use because I'm thinking I could put Moody at left guard and I could put Illuminor, or I could put Illuminor at left guard, let Moody stay where he's at because I'm going to be running a lot in here, and then I can just sub out Mumford or Parker over there depending on if I want to run or pass on the other side. Thinking that's what I want to do. But whoever he's near has to be good. So I would have Moody would have to be on the left. He'd have to be a left guard because I'm going to be moving Parham to center. Let's do that. We'll go ahead and put these manual subs in. That's why it helps to know your team because you know who blocks better in certain situations. So let's see. Got to back out and then you hit triangle. I want Moody there and I want Illuminor here. So we're going to start with our run blocker Parker. And then we're going to let Illuminor be right there. And then Moody be right there. And then Parham right there. We're going to take James out. So if this is a run, we're going to get our best runs from this offensive line setup. Moody gonna hold his block. Look at there. Because you want big, strong guards when you're running under center. You don't want little quick linemen that. I mean, he's fine one-on-one. Like Parham, I trust him enough. Especially if he can get like one of those guards that are near him, he can get those double team helps. He'll be fine. James just wasn't. James is okay. He's serviceable. But he's more of a shotgun guy. He's not great under center. Look there. Notice how the run blocking is so much better with those adjustments. That's why I say, man, always, whatever team you play with, make sure you know your team in and out. Look at the blocking now. Just by making those subs. It's so much better now. Look at there. Look at the blocks. Can't not make this shit up. Look at how much better those blocks are. Look at that. trying to blitz me, fine. Look at how those blocks. See, Parham is a very good center at that when you want to use him as center. So, like, all my under center formations, I will be using Hill instead of James. Because I like to get power. That's a true power run scheme. You know, you want to make sure your guards are strong. Whereas if you're running from shotgun, you don't necessarily need strong guards. You need quick guards that can get out fast for like screens and stuff. You're not going to be running screens from under center because the quarterback's too close to the defense. But I think that setup is going to be good. Look at there. Just make the right manual subs on your offensive line for certain formations. So that's what we're going to do. And also, when you set up your line, you want to make sure that you don't just stack your best linemen together on one side. You know, if you have weak spots, I mean, especially if you're playing regs, if you have weak spots, I mean, serviceable guys, but they're not like great, you want to make sure that there's balance on your line. You know, if you have a bad guy, you put him in between two good guys. So like Moody's not a great pass blocker, but I got him right beside two guys that can pass block. Parker's not a great pass blocker, but I got him right next to Illuminor. So I know he's going to be okay if I decide I want to pass out of this formation. Or if not, if I know I'm just specifically going to pass, I can always just sub in Mumford, you know. So it helps. Let's see how much better the blocking is just with that setup. And I know I like to run a lot in this formation anyway, because that's basically going to be the key to winning in next gen, is being able to establish control of the game. But I've noticed I run the ball maybe 20 times, 25 times a game now. You know, I mean, I still get like 200 passing yards. I might throw it like 10, 15 times. You know, and that's where you want to be, really. You know, you don't want to be forcing passes like I was last year on current gen. You know, I'd throw the ball like 30 times a game. You know, you can't always win games like that, especially on current gen, on this gen, because you never know exactly when something's going to happen, you know. But I will teach you guys something else that I've been doing, is make sure, this is how I'm going to be running my defense this year. I'm going to tell you the setups, all right? Number one, set up man align. Okay? As the first thing, go in your coaching adjustments, turn your man align on. Number two, turn on your match zones. Because you turn your match zones on and you decide you want to run a cover two, you basically open the Pandora box of allowing yourself to run the cover two carry defense, which hasn't been in Madden for a while. But definitely make sure that you have that on. Man align is basically going to tell on you, because I do not use auto flip, it's going to help you align correctly with your auto flip. It'll tell you when you need to flip your play if you are running zone coverage. Now, usually, like I said, I'll play a lot of man early in the game, you know, just to kind of fill my opponent out, you know, and see what he likes before I start making any adjustments, or if I decide I want to just play like certain things. Now, the only time for real that I'm going to run just like straight match coverage, obviously if they're playing trips or something like that, you know. But other than that, you know, I'm going to fuck around and we're going to find out, is he really nice, you know, because to be honest with you, man, I make this shit look easy. I put the lab work in, you know, I fuck around, I lose. We all lose. Nobody's perfect. See, the thing is, the difference between me and the other guys is, you know, I'm not gonna edit this shit. You know, it's raw, uncut. You know, I lose, y'all see me lose. I win, y'all see me win. But more often than not, everything's gonna be competitive at the end of the day, and that's where you want to be. That's what you define as a good Madden player. If you're competitive, are you competitive? That's what you need to
EA
ask
Sports
yourself.
coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas.
Like, if you matched up with anybody in the world, do you think you could give them a good game?
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys
try not to lay down, right?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
All right, so number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure we get those on. Then we gotta come in here. Got 16 seconds. And just try to get at least one audible in on the first drive. That way you ain't gotta waste no time out. You can kind of see what you got.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Dude, fucking pull this switch.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located.
We'll start in the first half.
You have to check that in
we'll start with that.
Sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bro.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Stidham. Throwing middle, and it's
I'm gonna no huddle you since you're on that bullshit, bro. I'm just gonna no huddle your ass.
Play fake. Here's Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And able to complete it to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up.
Love when they bring them all down and they spam the same defense. Now I can just pass on you. Come on, come out in that defense again.
Making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some
trying to pull lag switches.
Waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And
he gets this inside the 35.
Heavy dose of this no huddle.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. This to Jacobs on the toss right.
See you blocking for me, Parker. Good shit, my boy.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
He said, Coach, I want to be back in the game. Put me back on the game. I'm tired of riding the bench.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On on second down, Jacobs. And
make him come, make him come, make him come.
As he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Stidham off play action. And that is...
Yeah, you got to catch that, Waller.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
He's spamming cover 3. Dialing up cover 3 beaters. Thank you.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham.
Ah, come on. You gotta turn around, my guy. Gotta turn around.
And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well,
the team cannot hot route master. That's just fucking outstanding. You gotta hurry up, get him on his own.
For the stand by this defense, just to force him into a fourth and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep him off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Two at a time.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott.
You gotta jump that.
Dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an
jump that, Brown.
No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Kind of forced that last drive.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on
Stay in that box. Pass all over that shit.
First has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jacobs going to try the middle.
Rock me, little boy.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 35.
Told you get out of it.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course,
run that
team
over.
First drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find...
See, that needs to... They need to get... Whatever that is, they need to get rid of that. Bro, fix your fucking internet.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one.
You should not be allowed to fucking play online if you have bad internet. Like, that's just sad.
Adams the man in motion right. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Runs
Off me, little boy.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Told you, keep coming out in that. I'm going to run all over that shit.
He's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Stidham. Out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Stidham. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time. And the defense coming through.
But fix your fucking internet. Jesus Christ.
I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Stidham going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure, they got him again.
I know you ain't got good internet. I'm about to blitz the fuck out of you.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
You play on Wi-Fi, bro, you're going to pay for it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
No, we coming, bro. I'm about to send everything. I'm about to fuck your ass up. You ain't got no good internet. You ain't gonna get the throw off in time.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it.
Told you, bro. You ain't got good internet. I'm coming after your ass.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
You got good internet, we're going to run no huddles on you all day.
Josh Jacobs.
And we're going to blitz the fuck out of you on defense.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Better go get your Ethernet cable, bro, because I'm about to fuck you up.
Allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And this play is
I'm laying in the end zone, EA. Come on now.
And this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
I gotta come on with that shit.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 20.
Fuck out of his ass. I knew it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the
Let's
clock,
the fuck out of
it. Be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage. Either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there,
come on, Crosby, get him. He ain't got no one on you.
Work your way through the receiver.
Get him. Blitz the fuck out of him. Let's go. You're going to stop playing on Wi-Fi, bitch.
As they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it.
Find out you on Wi-Fi, bro. We coming.
Defensively, right?
No,
what Prime say, bro? We coming. You ain't gonna have the connection to compete.
But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And look at this.
Look at he can't even punt the ball.
Touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
Shitty ass internet. So that's what y'all fellas do, man. When you play someone and say they having trouble trying to connect, you blitz the fuck out of them, bro. And you no huddle them on defense. He's not gonna be able to compete.
They run it with Jacobs.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone
Box ass.
carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Stidham on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Oh, man.
Time for a
There's
break.
no
We've
way
hit
that
the
8,
top
9
of 2 quarters
seconds.
down.
They gotta
Two
do away with
still
that. Bring
we
the
step
fucking
aside.
refs back.
This is the NFL.
Bring the fucking
on
huddle
EA
break
Sports.
back. Give us fucking football back now. Like, what the fuck? These clock runoffs are stupid.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
We come.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Hit Stickney, come on. Hit Stickney.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Dude does not know how to match up personnel.
Dallas,
We're going
Texas
to
is the
play,
spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some room to roam.
Get off me, little boy.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5
Get out of that
yards
weak
shy
box.
of midfield. Here's Jacobs on first and 10.
Get out of that weak box.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and it's Pollard again. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr now to have the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This take it in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 4th down, here's Stidham. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action with Stidham. Throw left side, taken in by Renfrow. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Oh, he pulls over it. 181 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Once again, it's Jacobs. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 44 yards. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run it in. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to grow this opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
A big play here for Dallas. Give him 53 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stidham. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
In motion goes the tight end. Stidham. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Running is Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now is Stidham. Open man, that's Renfro. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Stidham to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
This game is crazy sometimes. Let bums win. I didn't have a cover 2. I probably could have went jacks out and then adjusted.
And they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and
A
said,
hook curl to the seam side.
But we're the type of team that can flat out.
So he was just spamming it. Like, RPOs are real buggy. They freeze the defense. I just couldn't get a cloud flat over there on that other side. So I probably should have just ran the jacks out and then just try to make an adjustment from that. I'm just going to go back and look. That shit can be corny. It doesn't make them good. You just find a broken play and spam it, right? For Pollard, you don't want to get out in space. It's like the guy, you know, well, I had corners over there, but still. He was just going to run that RPO, stretch RPO. I mean, I could have, I guess, put 2 hook zones on the left. I don't think there's anything I could have really done with, you know, but yeah, I should have ran 2 hook zones to the left. I'm just trying to see. I had every gap except the outside. That corner on the outside, that was his fault. He's supposed to set the edge. Let's see who I had over there. Yeah, I had, what you call it, I didn't have a real safety. Used to have Jonathan Abram, bro. He would have played that perfectly. He would have got off that tight end. So I probably need to manually sub that backside safety. I probably should have ran Merrick over there. I knew he was going to run it to get someone that could block shed. It's like a block shed is fine from that side. I took the double team with Billings. Farrell couldn't get his block shed. I might have to take Farrell out of this formation and use Chandler Jones because he's just not getting that block shed. I need to make sure I got my best block shedders. And Kaiser did what he could. Kaiser should have, one of them should have made a dive on the play right there. I don't know. That shit was late as hell. Like, they made me click on. He should have had that dive tackle for a loss right here. I dived right there. Man, that shit was so corny. Trying to see. Man, I was in a good defense. It's just like I said, I probably just need to put Furrow can't block shit though. Like I use him because of the speed, but he can't get to that outside, man. Get off his guy and get to the outside. I can't use him. Just trying to see where I can make improvements. So I like to put speed on the left. Kaiser normally does good for me. Trying to debate. I could probably put Kuntz over there. Since he's got a finesse block anyway. Just trying to figure out if I put Kuntz over there, then I probably won't use Kaiser. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my depth chart. I know Kuntz isn't as fast. I'll have to do some compare and contrast. Sometimes people find broken plays. You kind of use it to kind of look in and lab with it. I need a lab against that play. See if we can find something to take care of it. I know if I get like hook zones on the left, he's not going to throw that. He's going to throw it right to the hook zone. I just need to get to that edge. I need to set the edge. I need to find someone in my team. It's either I'm either going to have to put a safety over there. So let me kind of look and see what my safeties are. If I'm going up against a 3 tight end set. So first thing I want to look at is pursuit and block shed. I think play rate might help too. Alright, so we're looking at block shed. Farley has a 62. He's got good pursuit too. I might use Farley in that formation. I know he's not fast, but I'm just going to use that versus 3 tight end sets and shit. Then I need to just make sure that I got a guy that can set the fucking edge. Block shed pursuit. He's probably my best guy, 62. This one with a 58. He got the speed, but his size lacks a little bit. His tackle's a little low. One time I had to lab it with Farley, I guess. And then as far as outside linebackers go, I got to kind of compare and contrast here as well. I'm not going to use Jenkins now. Compare and contrast. Alright, 249, so he's got 5 pounds on him. Ooh, -1 strength, agility is about the same, a little bit lower on the acceleration and awareness. Lower on the change of direction. Yeah, I gotta keep Kaiser over there. He's a better block shedder. Alright, so it's got to be Kaiser. He's got to stay over there, but on the inside, I'm probably going to have to put Chandler Jones instead of, like, I know I use Furrow, but like I said, I might have to use Chandler Jones. Just because he got that 90 awareness, and I think that might be the difference maker. Got better jump. He's got better block shed. Yeah, I might have to put, I didn't make any changes. Yeah, I'm gonna put Chandler Jones in on that spot on the inside. That way I got someone that might be able to crack that B gap. That's crazy, bro. You should sit there and spam that shit. If I would have had like one more drive, I think I would have found the adjustment. I'm thinking if I would have zoned out all my linebackers, I could have had 2 hook curls over there to take off the backside. My only thing is I probably would have had to use her as safety. Out in front of it so he wouldn't run it. People like to play with cheese. And I couldn't come out in a base defense. That shit wasn't gonna work. He would have tore me up even more. If I could have got like a cover 2 blitz, that's what I needed, was like a cover 2 blitz. Those cloud flats would have set the edge on the outside. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
But then again, you know, he was cheating with his internet connection, bro. That's just...
This will be fielded inside
kept freezing me.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback charge. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this, like the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The drive starts with a run by White. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Second down and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third and 2, now Stidham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They will go for it. Stidham. And they hit him as he throws.
Can we pick up a block?
Straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front, let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way, and then go for the big finish.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I'll give him points for standing in there and making the throw, but I got to take those points away because he threw into double coverage.
Yeah, you took the pop, you're right, but that's why maybe you just take the sack.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And most quarterbacks don't want to eat the ball. They want to try to make a play downfield. I think your point is spot on. Take the sack. Don't force it into coverage. He was fortunate, didn't get intercepted.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. The ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 7, it's second and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Purdy. Touchdown! George Kittle from 6 yards away. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Niners 14, Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice this return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They go play action now. Stidham. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1st down, here's White. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now Stidham off play action. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Counter play with Jacobs. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Jacobs going to try the middle. Trucks over it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. In motion comes the tight end left. In motion, the tight end. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw is Stidham. Back to Renfro again, complete. Touchdown, Raiders! Hunter Renfro, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Recovered by San Francisco.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A gain of 19 yards. And the 49er first down.
On 1st down, Purdy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Purdy.
Bro, what the fuck is that?
This is caught, Jennings. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a beast.
Whatever that is, I need to take that out of the game. That's just...
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Niners 21. Raiders 6.
He's sitting there trying to run defense.
After the touchdown,
It's like I try to strafe and that shit comes up. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that menu that pops up that freezes my user from doing anything.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go play action with Stidham. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep.
Hey, P.I.!
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
You need to bring the refs back to this game, bro. That's stupid.
And into the end zone.
He literally pushed me.
For the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold and the extra point.
You're not throwing flags. All right, yeah.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Niners 28, Raiders 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time.
Because once you get hit, bro, like, it slows down your speed, all your shit, like your shit, your acceleration, all that shit resets.
This will be brought out from the
That shit needs to be flagged.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense.
Now they gave him momentum off that shit, which is clearly a flag.
With this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on
You
it.
just give them people momentum for no reason.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Stidham. Flushed out right. And he drops it in.
They got my guy throwing sidearm and everything. Like, what the fuck?
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Final play of the half, it's Stidham. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best. As that brings us
When they
to
get that
the
momentum, bro, the game just breaks.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando.
Like I said, they're gonna put that in the game. They need to have refs. Like, there's just no way. Because then they're giving people momentum off of fucking shit that should be flagged. And then it's like once you give up max momentum, there's no way you can get back. It's like it's preventing you. It's like it's DDA advanced. It's like, hey, we're gonna help this team now. We done cheated.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down
That shit's
the
just
20.
Not cool. Yeah, y'all gotta fix that. Hopefully Madden 24, there's big changes. Give us the refs back, give us the coin flip back.
Start this next drive. They look up at the scoreboard
Give us the
facing
works.
that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably... He's got a man, complete. And he will score.
Take that momentum away.
Las Vegas. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
There we go.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech, who knows, but looks like they're ready to go.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got it. And he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll
Come on, Billings, bro, that's you.
Touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Now going for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, tries to force it in.
Bro, he's out of bounds.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Bro, he's fucking out of bounds! Then they fucking show the replay and show that he's out of bounds. Like, that right there's... Oh, my God, bro. Please bring the refs back to the fucking game. Jesus Christ. They rub it in your face that, you can't challenge it. Sitting there, what's the point of you showing a replay if I can't challenge it? Like, that's stupid. And you already got away with pass interference. Can't flag that. They don't have flags on fucking AI. Boy, Madden got that fuck shit going on, bro. They better fix it in Madden 24, bro. I would be content if the shit played like fucking franchise mode. Like, just let every game mode play just like franchise mode. Bring the refs back, bring the flags back. Yeah, I would be content with it. It would be realistic. This fucking arcade and competitive mode, they need to just cut the crap, get rid of it. Give us the refs back, give us the no huddle back, give us the coin toss back, give us football back.
Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders.
I'd rather have a complete game than this bullshit. You can't challenge plays when people pick the ball off out of bounds. And then show you the replay of them landing out of bounds before they even gain control of it. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta do better.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, a run with Etienne. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Etienne bringing in another one. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Jones now in motion left. Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They'll run ETN. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
First down, Jacksonville.
They go play action with Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see.
They can be audible like that. Do it again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, he'll get this off to ETN. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Play action, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
Rush the
Kirk,
pick
the man
six.
he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence.
That should have been a fade.
Knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags
They'll
down.
flag
So
me,
let's
but
sort
they won't
this
flag my
out. So
opponents.
obviously, they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Raiders 9.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They snap it at 1. Now Stidham. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Lawrence looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now it's Stidham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Throw left side, taken in by Renfrow. He's got room past the 30. Down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go with Jacobs, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out, and the Raiders Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On second down, here's Stidham. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On first down, Stidham. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Stidham. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action with Stidham. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
He's got room past the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive picks, and each offense, they drove the ball close enough to at least attempt a field goal, but on back-to-back drives, the defense has stood firm and forced an interception.
Yeah, it's a really nice battle, seeing one answer the other with a turnover to keep points off the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was brought down by Foyesade and Lulican. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third and long. It's Stidham. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Stidham going for it on 4th. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Lawrence. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Patterson's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Stidham to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. So for the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him over the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Stidham. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Anthony Everett picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often the real offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of the defense,
signed, sealed, delivered.
And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
As soon as he leaked out, began his route. Someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with the field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44, Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. The try. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have extended their lead to 15 now.
Out of there. Got him in the leg lock. Arm bar. Tap, tap. Why, man, you gotta be able to adjust, man. It's like sometimes you can run the 6-2. Like when they come out in the 3 tight end, you just gotta be mindful like that one person I played that spammed the stretch. Man coverage not gonna be great versus stretch, so you're gonna have to put some zones on the field. You deal with that. I don't know if I have something for that specific formation coverage wise. I don't know if you had like a 5-2 defense, you could probably be able to stop those RPOs if that's what they choose to use, but like that game, that's just, I see a lot of people like to run these man blitzes, so try to keep Renfro around there on the little quick reads. See if I can force him out of it, force him to play more zone. What time is it? Oh, shit. Last game, fellas.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Kaiser came in there hard on the blitz and got him Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Well, you gotta be able to block shit.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Bro, why go by his community just wills?
He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ready, set. Hey, green.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown.
They need to take whatever that shit is, that menu that keep popping up. They need to take that shit out.
An 11-yard
That's
touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first here in Vegas.
why are you popping menus up when I'm trying to play?
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I need to figure out what's causing it. I gotta get out of that habit.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. On gain of a yard, brings up 3rd and 1.
Counter play with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Out.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. They go play action now. Stidham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
Come on, little boy.
They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 41 yards. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with
Wait, to do that second bomb.
Down as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play?
Blitz me again, please. I can do it again.
And you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Now receiver in motion left.
Adams one-on-one.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they say most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Lance looking to throw it. And the grab by Croft. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Down.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lance. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side.
Bro, what is you doing?
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
That man was there. That should have been
Christian
stopped.
McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here
well.
in this first half. And the 49ers have regained the lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm not understanding. I'm going to kill that quarterback, bro.
They ought to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer. In this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Stidham, off play action. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On second down, here's Stidham. Back to Renfro again, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Stidham. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Stidham, first down in the red zone. Oh, looking for Waller.
Why am I getting a bullet pass, bro? Why? Why is it not a high point pass?
And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on 31-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get offense back on one drive. Get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Stidham. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
The tackle made back in his own 49.
Stidham going for it on 4th. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stidham. And oh no, it's incomplete. Boy, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, here's Stidham. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Andre James, you fucking suck, bro. Jeez.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think quarterbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Here we go. Right, 97.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Hey, green. Hey, red. Hey, hut.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stidham from the shotgun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Jacobs now. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Onside kick recovered by San Francisco.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Lance now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Max Crosby coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The slot man in motion right. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Gould is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Connecting with Renfro. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll break him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stidham. Over the middle, it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now Stidham. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Stidham to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Can't even run. You got McCaffrey, you can't even fucking run.
Scrimmage, just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So the victory here for San
Oh,
Francisco.
sometimes people get
And we
lucky,
talk
bro.
so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look
I
like
swear,
a
if I get a better
smooth operation in this one,
quarterback,
didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football,
like dude was
converted it
really
into points.
boxed up in the
Defense took the
second
ball
half. He
away,
couldn't do
gave it
nothing.
back to the offense. Special teams
I
right
gotta
there
stop
with
giving
them.
people
That's
points.
the type of game a coach is
Really.
going to really love and value. And when they show the film,
This
let's
right
be
here
careful
was a
not to give
game
out too
like
many
I
kudos
should have.
and kill their motivation going forward.
Trying to figure out why. See, Moody sucks, bro. I'm gonna change my shotgun. Moody's just good at run blocking. You know, Andre James sucks just in general, but I haven't really got too many options. I should have hit Renfro right there. As soon as he did his China route, I should have hit him. Either that or I need to start putting instead of doing that, I could put Jacobs in a route. He got that angle route and shit. Or I could have put Jacobs in that flat route. I got to start doing that. Instead of putting a tight end in the flat, I should have put Jacobs in the flat route under the whip. Instead of doing that with Waller. What could I have done with Waller? Jacobs, I don't really need someone. Like, he's only rushing 3. I could have used another route. I could have put him somewhere. I had fucking, bro, I should have hit that. I look like Derek Carr right there, bro. I should have hit him. Fuck. I'm gonna be looking for that shit, though, sometimes. You get up the seam. I just gotta, I don't know, I guess I just gotta be looking for them. So when I play at home, I will be running a lot of no huddle. Damn, I could have had a touchdown. I don't know what I was looking at. See, James fucking sucks. So Moody not even blocking nobody. So if I take him out of this formation, put someone in there that's actually going to pass block. I'll probably put a Luminor in there. I hate to do it though, but can't use Moody. And Colton holding his guy, but you can't roll out the pocket. As soon as I roll out the pocket, I create that block shit. I have Waller right there, so I'm heading through it, you know. And this guy, he just played like a sad somewhere. So I don't know what I was doing. Seeing the cross mesh constantly. Who's giving up the sack? See, James, I gotta start using these double teams, bro, because James he fucking sucks, bro. That shit gave up. And then Jacobs, he just kind of got boxed in there. I would have probably been better off just giving him like a swing route or something. Like I could go the swing route as the check down, or Wonder if I can go the flat. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go to the lab session. I think I got a scheme. I'm thinking I could possibly run that running back wheel route, still have that in whip by Renfro, and then run a flat route for clear out on the other side. So that'd be the last thing I'm gonna do tonight, fellas. All right. I just want to see if this route concept is good. Because I like those formations, I didn't even need him to block. So it's going to be the whip route. I think we was running 3-man rush. Alright, so it'll be the wheel and clear out like that. My only thing is for the X, that clears the tight end out. That means I can do something different with Adams. So Adams, I'm just going to be like, give me a post or whatever. Give me the clear out and then give me the flat. And then just give them like a curl route. There it goes. That's what I needed right there. So let's try it again. Really, he ain't even got to run a post. He could just run a vert. I don't even need to motion him out. Just give him a vert so he clears out. Give me the flat. I don't know if I can motion him out. Now I gotta slow it down and look. He's playing zone. I'm not gonna be able to hit that whip. I could probably run a dig instead of a curl. So give me the dig, the vert, the wheel, the flat. There it is. Oh. The vert, the dig, the flat, the wheel, the motion. So if you get like a good running back, you can get wide open and can make that. So I could run like 2 curls up the seam if I see it too high. This cover 3 will run it like that. Actually, I'll go all the way up the seam on that side. And I'll have a check down right there. Oh my God, yes. That would be a good high-low read right there. 20 Renfro. Get the flat. Get the wheel combo. Don't overthrow that. If I could just get, what's his name, to hold that safety. We got 4 routes on one side. not gonna do it. Like if it's zone, yes, man, no. Then I could just probably just run. Better yet, just run like that. Just give him a drag. The drag will kind of keep him busy. See that drag? The first thing. There we go. Come on, Jacobs. You gotta get that. So it'll be drag, wheel, flat. Read the drag. It's like you can't get good passes to your running back. Like he'll be open and you can't get no good pass to him. I wish I still had tight end apprentice, but oh well. Because he had that tight end apprentice, bro. You could run that corner post. Trying to see. Alright, can I smart route that wheel? I'd probably be better off just I just give him the swing and then just go up the field there, I guess. And I gotta do something. So it's a beach. Drag and then just attack him vertical. Yeah, I could do that. That console get open. Try that again. Or I could probably just put him in a hitch. Go with the hitch swing concept. So then you gotta worry about that. Needed to go deeper though. So I guess a smart route hitch, because you can't press that. It'll go a little bit deeper. It's like open too. I'm probably going to have to slide protect to the other side. Just trying to see what I got left that I can do with Adams. I'll probably just run the drag. Bring him over with the hitch. Smart the hitch. And then if you blitz me, I know that's okay. So the swing route's gonna pull in the outside zone, so I could just hit Renfro. So I ain't even gotta worry about that. Swing under that, drag to clear out. And I could probably just run vertical with him. What am I doing with him? Curl route. Yeah. That's what I want right there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the... So if I go with that, then I would have to drag Renfro. And then have the underneath with Waller. So then you got a levels concept. Trying to see if there's any other ways I could run this. I need that out and up to come inside. That way I can run. So I go fade and then have that out and up come in. Because it
work like a... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, buddy. What was that? What did I just do? That circle route got, like, naked. He did it again. I wonder if I can run this to the other side. Alright, so it'll be fade and then just motion the out and up, I guess. Okay, so that's a good idea. I could probably just, I don't know. I don't know if I can motion it out. He's gonna get pressed, and a double move is useless against press. So he's gonna cut late, and then he's gonna get him. But it takes too long. Till I bring him out and he gets pressed. Okay, he's not pressed. That takes too long to develop. I don't know if I can smart route it. He can cut faster. He cuts at 5 instead of 8. I feel like that route's useless. I mean, it's probably good for like match. Boy. I'm probably gonna use gun bunch tomorrow. I'm gonna go back. Like, I like gun tight, but you got to get rid of the ball fast because you, like, someone blitzes you, you're not gonna have time to make a read. So probably go back to gun bunch. It's got some good run packages. Mainly just be Bro, shotgun sucks. Thinking I can get that pass lead. What can I do with that route? I'm trying to remember. I used to just smart route that. I'm trying to see if there was, maybe if I run an out route. He ran right into him. Just outstanding. Out fucking standing, bro. Just run right into him. Oh! If I can get that and have time to throw it. So I would have to block the running back. I'm trying to see if there's... I can get that off. Bro, this line sucks. I don't think, like, next year, like, I remember what was it, Madden 18 through 20, I had a decent offensive line. Like, this line fucking sucks, bro. I have to make a lot of changes just for them to make plays. I gotta get rid of the ball in like less than 2 seconds. That's another thing. It's like you're not gonna have all day to throw it.
And you get those under pressure throws. But then keep in mind, I am using fucking Stidham, so it is what it is. But Carr fucking can't make any throws in here, so you gotta kind of improvise until we get us another quarterback, man. 6 months away for us to find out. Hopefully, we get one of those attractive picks like Anthony Richardson, or I wouldn't like if we got C.J. Stroud or fucking Bryce Young. I mean, I'd be content with them. I just want something that can move. I don't want a standing statue in the pocket. I mean, even if we don't get one of those guys, I'm pretty sure we can get that guy from what should we call it? I forgot what school it was, but you know, even if he goes like in a late round, I mean, he's better than what we've been having. You know, so we'll see, man. That's all we can hope for is we'll see. End of the day, we'll see. Because we all know that Jimmy G not gonna be it for us, fellas. He not gonna be it for us. Y'all gonna be like, man, I probably like if we don't make any attractive picks for the next Madden, it's gonna be a long year. I'm telling you right now, fellas. It's gonna be a long year in Madden, and I'm not gonna play Regs. I'm probably just gonna play Mutt and just deal with the bullshit in Mutt. But if we don't make anything happen, this is bad. We need help everywhere. Offensive line, we need receivers, we need linebackers. We need another edge rusher. We need another tight end. We need another like one or two decent DBs. We need a safety. There's just too many needs, bro. Like, and we don't have enough cap space because y'all just want they just want to release people and pay fucking dead cap. We owe like $30 million in dead cap space this year. You know what we could have did with $30 million? Do y'all know like what we could have did with $30 million more dollars? We could have had a fucking team. Oh Jesus, bro! Dead cap hits, bro. Player's not even on the roster anymore and shit. $30 fucking million, bro. I'll never see $30 million for as long as I live, let alone these people spending it year in, year out. Like, that's wild. And just releasing players, like, bro. Hopefully we don't do that this year, man. Because if we do right, let's say, I'm just going to say before I close out, if we do right this year, okay, because of our cap situation, we haven't been able to really sign anybody for like big deals. You know, I think we did sign a receiver for a fucking weird deal, but whatever. But if we stand pat, what's going to happen is next year, fellas, we're going to have over $100 million in cap space. We're going to have at least, I want to say, 40 plus guys under contract. I want to say that's where you want to be. If you can get 100 mil cap space with 40 mil, with 40 guys under contract, then you're good. Like, you can make splashes. We couldn't do that. We had like the third most cap space, but we only had like 26 guys under contract this year. And that's why we haven't been able to make a splash. A lot of people don't understand the business aspect of things. And, you know, that's what's hindering us. But appreciate y'all tuning in. And tomorrow we'll try some more formations. Probably rock with the gun bunch. I'm going to try to find some new stuff. I do like, for instance, I do like the gun tight. It does have a nice draw run. You know, especially when, you know, most people see gun tight. They're just expecting flood routes and shit like that. They're not expecting you to run draw and zig and little, you know, they're just thinking you're going to run mesh concepts, and they're thinking you're going to run like flood concepts and corner routes, bench concepts. That's pretty much all they're expecting you to run.
when you're in gun tight. You know, some people will try to blitz you, and then some people will sit there and try to play like max zone, you know, but they're not really going to do anything for real. Like, you can get rid of the ball fast, you'll be okay. But kind of wish it had like another run besides the draw, but you know, the draw is okay, especially when you got a PA flood that goes with it. And that corner go is good. I gotta start using Jacob's ability too, man. Because if I use his ability, I can get some good routes on the field. Like, he can go out there and clear out, and I won't need to motion someone else in. That's what I need to start doing. I need to use him. Kind of get that clear out without having to do the motion. That's what I need to start doing. That'll save me so much time and be less predictable. And then I could, let's say I want to do like the levels concept. I could just bring Renfro over here with that whip route on the levels. And just kind of take the dink and dunks. I like using Jacobs, bro. Like, Jacobs and Regs, bro, he can be a problem. Like, I'm gonna be honest. That's why I use him as a kick returner. I'm trying to wear my opponents down, especially if I'm the home team, because apparently, man, that's just something else that you got to adapt to in this game. Is if you're the home team, you got to adapt to the momentum. So if you're switching over from current to next, that's one of the biggest things I've noticed that can be a factor in games, because if you fuck around too much, you're going to get behind and you're not going to be able to play catch up, because that momentum is hell, you know. Depending on which abilities you have to deal with, they're different between games. Like, sometimes your receivers will, like, you'll lose your hot routes and shit. That one's annoying as fuck, when you can't control your receivers to do anything anymore. That sucks. So that you would need good stock plays in case you come into that situation. So that's just something that you guys might want to key in on. You almost have to run. You cannot be pass heavy in this game, because, like I said, you get into those home field advantage shits and you try to pass the ball. It's not the thing with your routes just kind of getting blurred out. It's the one where the receivers, you can't even hot route them anymore. Like, you can't even throw them the ball. That's annoying. Okay, so I guess they're just trying to make you play real football and make you run in situations. Even if you're behind, just try to make plays so that you can get back into the game or whatever. Because that's really what you're playing against, is that meter. You know, you want to make sure you play conservative enough. You don't want to turn the ball over. And, you know, it's rough. I'm playing with Stidham, you know, so I mean, I know what I'm getting when I use them, but I also know what I'm getting when I'm using Carr. And when you kind of take the two and put them together, Carr's got a slow release. I can't deal with slow releases, man. It's just that, and then he tries to throw stupid off his back foot lob passes. I can't deal with that. But other than that, man, I will see y'all fellas like later tomorrow. It won't be a long stream tomorrow, because I'm probably going to go to sleep when I get home after I stream. Okay? But appreciate y'all tuning in.